This morning, you made a decision that you now regret. Perhaps it was sending that email too hastily, reducing a price, or agreeing when you actually wanted to decline. You've been dwelling on it, puzzling about why you keep falling into the same pattern. The truth is, it wasn't overthinking, rather, your nervous system was in the wrong state, causing you to make choices your calmer, more centered mind wouldn't actually make. Over the next 9 minutes, I will guide you through the exact 90-second clinical reset I use with my private clients before key conversations. You learn how to identify your current state, understand why your prefrontal cortex shuts down under pressure, and perform the reset with me live before this video ends. It's a special moment in the reset, specifically in the second step, when most women experience an unexpected shift. I'll explain what it is and why it occurs. Stay with me. Here's what you need to know. Your nervous system operates in two main states: sympathetic, activated, alert, and defensive. The parasympathetic, the calm, regulated, connected. Two different operating systems, and here's what most people don't realize. A decision made in one state is essentially useless in the other. Different blood flow, different regions of the brain, different information available to you. And female founders, entrepreneurs, most of you are spending your working hours in low-grade sympathetic activation all day, every day. You're not broken. You are dysregulated. There is a massive difference, which is why every time you ask yourself, why did I do that? You're already too late. The version of you that made the decision has already left the building. You're trying to understand her from a completely different state. Most people claim this is a mindset problem, but it's not. Treating it as such only worsens the issue. Neuroscience reveals the real facts. Let me show you what this actually looks like in your business. The pricing decision dropped mid-conversation. The moment you opened with the full rate, then halfway through the sentence, flinched, offered a discount nobody asked for. Every £200 you drop at scale, that's $10,000 a year minimum. The hiring decision made in freeze. The yes to the wrong contract, because in that moment, saying no cost you more energy than you had. You knew. You said yes anyway. The emails sent too fast, too apologetic, too accommodating. Every single one of those emails trains the market to pay you less. And you wrote 3 of them yesterday. The launch delayed because something didn't feel right. When you didn't feel right was your nervous system, not the offer. Every week you stay in this pattern, you're leaving money on the table, you're not able to go back and collect. If you keep following this pattern each week, you're missing out on potential earnings that you won't be able to recover later. An entrepreneur at my clinic 2 weeks ago, Martha, in her mid-40s with a 600K business, was sitting on my couch. She was smart, articulate, and managed a team of 8. She told me, I don't know why I said yes to that contract. A statement I want to share because I believe you said it too. I interrupted her, explaining she did know. Her body and nervous system were aware she agreed. She simply couldn't access the awareness at that moment because she had made the decision from a sympathetic state, whereas now she was trying to understand it from a regulated one. These are two entirely different operating systems. The reason she kept making decisions she later regretted wasn't due to the lack of values or boundaries. It was a matter of her state of mind. She was making Monday's choices with Tuesday's nervous system, and there was only one way to fix it. So I want you to do this with me right now, not later or when you have the time. Do it now, because the only way to understand how it works is to feel it in your body. Put your feet flat on the ground. If you're holding your phone, rest it somewhere. You don't need to hold it for this. Are you ready? Step 1. Recognize. Close your eyes if you can. If you can't, soften your gaze. I want you to notice 3 things. Your jaw, is it clenched? Just notice. Your shoulders, are they way up near your ears? Just notice. Your breath, is it high in your chest or low in your belly? Just notice. You're not fixing anything. You're just meeting yourself. This is the step most women skip. And it's why the rest won't work. You can't regulate a state that you haven't recognized. Step 2. This is the one. Breathe in through your nose to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale to your mouth the count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, into the count of 4, 2, 3, 4. And exhale to the count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. Into the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And out to the count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Feel that? That shift. That's your vagus nerve switching your nervous system from sympathetic, the fight or flight state, where you make decisions you regret, to the parasympathetic, the state where your prefrontal cortex comes back online. This is not woo-woo. This is the only breathing pattern clinically shown to activate the vagal brake, the longer exhale than inhale, every time. Step 3, set. Now, and only now, ask yourself the decision you came here for, the email, the price, the yes or no, the thing you were turning over before you press play. And notice the answer is different now, isn't it? That's not coincidence. That's not magic. That's your regulated brain giving you information your dysregulated brain couldn't access 90 seconds ago. The decision was always there. You just couldn't reach it. This is the reset. 90 seconds, 3 steps. You can do it in the car before a sales call, in the bathroom before a difficult conversation, at your desk before you press send on anything important. And I want you to, before the cost of doing nothing, it is every decision you regretted this year. Remember, in the beginning, I mentioned the key moment in the reset where many women feel the shift. It's step 2, the longer exhale. Here's what's actually happening. When you breathe in, your heart rate goes up slightly. When you breathe out, it slows down. This is called the respiratory sinus arrhythmia. Indicates how well your vagus nerve is functioning. When you exhale longer than you inhale, you're intentionally engaging the vagal brake, signaling to your nervous system that the threat is over and it's safe to relax. Most people overlook this. Activating the vagal brake allows blood flow back to your prefrontal cortex, the brain responsible for judgment, long-term thinking, and impulse control. This is the part that helps you make decisions you won't regret. During the sympathetic activation, the state you've been in, the blood is focused in your limbs, ready to fight or flee, while your prefrontal cortex is less active. As a result, clear thinking is hindered. It's biological, not a character flaw. This is the second step in what I call the reset method, a clinical tool I use with every woman in my private practice before we dwell into more intensive work, because regulation must come first every single time. If you're thinking that reset actually worked, that's one of the 3 clinical tools in the Resilient Founder Reset Kit. The kit also helps identify which of the 7 saboteurs is controlling your business, reveals cost of each pattern includes 2 additional tools you can use immediately. It's 37 pages, weighs 19 pounds only, and the link is in the description. If you complete it in one sitting, gain clarity on why you're making decisions you regret. See you next week. Bye for now.